Welcome,
That's not
ladies
bad.
and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice, to this week's edition of the Petty and Ill-Informed podcast, where we venture our petty and ill-informed opinions about a variety of topics. Joining me, Nikki and Gabby. Nikki, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Not bad. Gabby, how are you? She's muted.
She's showing off her winter wonderland.
Hold on. Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. How pretty. I do miss that. But then I think about like
I'm here. I'm reporting live from the middle of this Christmas card snow globe.
Snowmageddon 2025.
The guy over there's got some kind of leaf blower on. So I'm gonna go back inside so I can hear everybody.
All right. So this week we received the sad news that Stephen Struford has passed.
What happened?
Stephen Struford died.
So who is Stephen Struford? Like, how do you know him?
Well, he ran the Coalition for Critical Thinking in Bigfoot Research.
Mhm.
He was an outspoken skeptic. I've met him. I've never met him in person, but I've spoken to him. I spoke to him like a month ago, actually. I brought my blog back for that Brent Dill stuff, and he wanted me to bring it back full time. I didn't want to go back to blogging full time because I don't really want to spend that much time on social media anymore. Because, like, you know, being terminally online is never good for anyone.
Right.
But that was the last time I spoke to him. We had our ups, we had our downs. You know, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but he was very easy to get a rise out of, and I'm the kind of person that likes to get a rise out of people. So we definitely had a few. You know, I was getting banned from the coalition and then unbanned, and then
It was a contentious relationship.
it was contentious, yeah, to say the least. I don't think that, you know, I didn't really hate him. I didn't have any hostile feelings towards him. Really, it was just
It was a bit of fun.
it was a bit of fun. And
He probably took it a lot more serious than you.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he always said it was no big deal afterwards, but
Yeah.
a few months afterwards when he'd calmed down. Oh.
That just sounds like your relationships.
Well, I guess he knows whether or not Bigfoot's real now.
Yeah. He has all the answers.
He has all the answers now.
Yeah. I'm sad that the community lost like someone known to them and someone probably that they care about. It's really sad.
I must admit, I'm surprised. He had definitely shit. How do I say this respectfully? He definitely started to embody what you'd picture in your head for a Reddit moderator in recent years.
Gotcha.
I don't know the details of how he passed. I'm a firm believer that you should talk about someone the same way when they're dead as you did when they were alive.
Yeah.
But you know,
Mm-hmm.
it is a lot.
So you don't subscribe to the never speak ill of the dead.
I try not to speak ill of the dead, but at the same time, you know, I think it's more disrespectful to suddenly pretend to be their best friend.
So like not to change the subject, but like, how about like when someone like Rick Dyer or Justin Smeha kicks it?
I won't care. I don't. I've had one conversation ever with Rick Dyer, and I've never spoken with Justin Smeha.
I know, but like everyone calls him out, and like I agree with what Phil said about like Smeha. He's either a liar or he's a criminal. You know, like
Yeah, I
one way
mean,
or
the,
the
the
other.
thing about the Smeha story is either he shot an animal for no other reason than to shoot it, or he made up a bullshit story. So
And so I guess that's like my question. What if like, you know, I agree with you to talk about the same way, you know, I'm not questioning that, but it's kind of like, well, what about these people that we kind of talk shit about when they die? You know, like, do we just not
I,
talk about them anymore?
yeah,
Or
I just wouldn't talk about him anymore. Like, I did respect Stephen. That's why I brought
we
it up.
could see,
You
yeah.
know, I did respect what he was trying to do, and he was definitely a man that stood on business, I guess. And he,
I had a little bit of technical difficulty, so I can't remember, but it's like Steve, is it Streifert? Is that
Strupert,
what I heard?
yeah, Strupert from the coalition.
You know, I'm not big into the Bigfoot community, but I've never heard anybody talk bad about him, so you
Yeah.
know, he's definitely not in the definite bad guy list. So I'm sure that we really did lose somebody good, somebody genuine.
Yeah, and it's it's rough. It's rough because like I said, I did deliberately go out of my way to wind him up on more than one occasion.
It's all right. It's
I'll
all part of the game. It's all part of the game. He got into it. He knew what was up.
Nikki's having internet problems.
Yeah, I was having internet problems, and I think you might be having a little bit too. But it might have been mine going out.
Right.
This winter storm is pretty nasty. You know, the discourse, what you're talking about, winding people up. I personally, I'm a skeptic, and a true skeptic questions everything, even that which they believe. You know, and so having those people that like the trolls and stuff. We recently had a conflict on. You recently had a conflict on this show with a difference of opinion. And I personally loved it and thought that it was really good. There were multiple viewpoints shared, and nobody solved anything, but to have the discourse, you know, to have one side saying one thing and another side pushing back in a fair, reasonable, loving manner. There was no violence, you know, nobody was really yelling at anybody. There was a little passion, but you know, I really enjoyed that and thought it was really a good, you know, argument, debate, can we
Yeah.
say. So,
Yep.
like, I don't think you should feel bad for winding Steve up at any point in time, even if he did it deliberately, because, you know, that kind of stuff, it helps us question our own beliefs, even if, you know, even if I don't agree with what you're saying, it helps me sort out how I feel about something. You know, it either helps me gain passion or lose passion. Think about things in a different perspective.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about winding him up. I don't know how to feel about his passing. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't exactly like a good mate. Like, I wouldn't say I talked to him a lot, but I did talk to him. I did know him. I did respect him.
Oh, we're talking about Steve Alcorn?
Stephen Struford.
Struford. Oh, okay. Or Stroyford. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he passed.
Mm.
Uh,
Well,
don't know why, don't know the details. I talked to Matt Knapp, he confirmed it. So
well, yeah, we were never friends, so.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I wasn't mates with him either. I mean, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I wasn't,
yeah.
and on more than one occasion, I deliberately wound him up because he was someone that was very easy to get a reaction out of.
Yeah. Well, that was Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was passionate. I will say that.
Yeah.
And of course, that led him on to, the museum. I mean, that passion led him to that. So that was kind of what's going to happen to the museum.
I don't know. I assume it'll pass to his next of kin.
Hmm.
If he has any. Or maybe he had a will.
Yeah. Well.
If Steve Alcorn died, I'd be a lot more upset.
Oh, yeah. But still, Stroyford was a name in Bigfoot world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very much involved in it. So, with the project down there and everything.
He had a Bluff Creek project. He had a hand in that. I mean, they never found Bigfoot, but they discovered the presence of Humboldt martins, which was a big deal.
Yeah.
And confirmed ring-tailed cats in the area. I mean, they got a lot of naturalist stuff done.
Yeah, well, yeah, they were good at researching. There's no doubt about that.
And of course, all the feuds over the years, Kelly Shaw and Matthew Johnson and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just tried to look at those feuds with kind of a tongue-in-cheek humor. Well, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really liked Kelly Shaw, if I'm honest.
Right. Yeah, I never communicated with Shaw at all. But there you go.
He told me to die of the C word after I pointed out his Bigfoot picture was a log.
Oh, really? He had a Bigfoot picture that was a log?
You can die from the C word? That Death by Snoo Snoo?
Yeah.
No,
What a way to go. Make sure you wear black latex and you do that. Snoo Snoo, huh? Wow. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't know he had a log that was a Bigfoot.
Yeah, Kelly Shaw, yeah, he had a picture of it.
Oh,
but no, it turned out...
all logs are Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Don't you believe in Zorth? Zorth can transform into the trees.
Was that... is that the Good Doctor's a name for his Bigfoot, Zorth?
Yeah, that was Johnson's Bigfoot.
Isn't that the going theory that they turn into trees? Tree people?
I thought it was that they were just cloaking.
Cloaking into trees. So the stump is the natural progression. Maybe it was just a midget.
Yeah, if it's a short stump. If it was a stump squatch.
That is a real type of Bigfoot.
A midgie squatch.
Yeah, I've recorded stump squatches myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, another debunking video. I was in Yellowstone Park, in the area that had that fire, and there were a lot of black burnt stumps in the area, and so I filmed a couple at distance with my iPhone. I said, "My God, look at that! What is it? What is it?
Oh yeah.
And I go, my God, look at the shape. I mean, that looks like a Bigfoot. I'm not sure. So let's go find out. And then I walk up on it.
And it was just a
With the
stone.
camera. Yeah, with the camera. I go, oh my God, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Oh, it's a stone.
You
Should've
know,
sent
you know,
it
I
to,
never got.
Facebook Find Bigfoot. They'd have been able to tell you if it was a Bigfoot or not.
That's right. They wouldn't have to walk up to it. Yeah,
They'd confirm it
So-
on points.
So can I compliment Phil on his documentary? It's been a while since y'all mentioned it, but I went and saw that. Can we plug Phil's documentary again?
Yeah, sure.
What was it called? Mountain Bigfoot or some BS. The documentary was boring up until Phil, but Phil's performance was fantastic. He said all the things that needed to be said.
Oh, the latest one with Eli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even remember where to find that anymore.
He was talking a lot to Justin Smeha, and then you came in and you know, set them all straight.
Yeah. Well, I just say what I say.
I watched about first 10 minutes, and then I went and skipped and found you, and it was brilliant. Your performance was brilliant. It made the entire documentary.
Yeah, I wasn't performing though. I was just talking. You know, it's
That's what made it so brilliant.
Yeah, well, and Eli goes, well, where do you want to go to film this? This is right here in the Tiki Bar. He goes, well, that'll be refreshing because everyone else wants it out in the woods.
Oh yeah. How is the Tiki Bar? It looks like are you underwater?
Right now, yeah. I'm taking a view of the pool, the sunken pool.
Yeah, that real
yeah.
They said is it Everett, Washington?
Yeah.
Up there in Washington, that y'all's under, like, you should be building an ark. Did you get your ark ready?
Well, we're between rivers right now. The only way it's going to get us if the two rivers join together where we are.
Okay.
That's not going to happen because we're just too high. So no, we picked this house in this location. One of the reasons that we took this house was because it was elevated. You know, it's elevated to the point where if you have a tsunami coming in the Puget Sound, it won't reach us. If you have flooding on the Snohomish River, it won't reach us. If you have any flooding on the Skagit or Snoqualmie River, it won't reach us.
Yeah,
but man, I'll tell you, there's whole cities that have been evacuated.
Good, you were thinking smart.
Man, oh God, the Skagit, the city of Snohomish.
Yeah, they were showing them on the news.
Yeah, they're like half underwater, and Bellingham, a great portion of Bellingham has been underwater, and they've evacuated just thousands. So they estimate about 200,000 people have been evacuated. That's a good chunk. And
yeah,
my wife and I, we're like, okay, we're safe and sound, but take a look at how that's going to affect, you know, the farming for produce, ranching for cattle and sheep and things like that, and how that's going to affect the local economy. And then you look at the movement of produce and groceries and things like that into and out of the area. The only saving grace that we have is that back in 1960, the President of the United States decided that he was going to build an interstate highway all over the United States. And
is that Eisenhower?
Yeah, and that resulted in Interstate 5. And Interstate 5 is open all the way to the Canadian border and all the way to California. Nice. So we still have things moving north and south on I-5, which is the main corridor here.
Nice.
In fact, I-5 is 3 miles from my house. So yeah, but all of the other
Nice. Three above sea level miles.
yeah, it's so we made sure that we were high and dry for the most part, and yeah,
Okay.
we're not protected from earthquakes yet, but we're working on it.
Oh no. Oh no. Is earthquakes a problem up there?
No, it will be when the big one happens, but not right now.
No.
And that can happen any day, they say.
The big one.
Little known fact. I'm on the San Madrid fault or something. The San Madrid fault. So
the San Andreas fault.
no, I'm on the San Madrid fault
Oh,
in the
okay. You're east.
in the middle of the country.
Yeah,
I'm on the Mississippi River.
right. You're east. You're way
Right
east.
through the middle on the Mississippi, the San Madrid fault or Madras fault.
Right.
And they say it's actually a bigger fault than the San Andreas, but
if that
it
goes,
has more land mass on both sides, so it
Yeah.
doesn't like we get them big earthquakes, and we feel them, but it's just really like I usually think it's a semi going by on the highway down the street,
right.
because there's so much land mass, either side of the continent.
Yeah,
But
we had a pretty good earth mover. I was 20. Keep trying to think. It was about 2010, somewhere in there. And boy, everybody felt that one.
oh
And,
yeah,
yeah, I was at work at that time, and boy, I'll tell you, it was just rolling, and that's crazy. So I go home and I'm checking my foundation. Well, the foundation had already been crooked. We had that fixed last year.
Did you get it on the insurance because of the earthquake?
Yeah, we did. We got
Good.
some minor repair work that I think was basically damage from before we even moved in, but we took advantage of the
Did they lift did they lift the house? Don't admit that on the internet.
No, not then. We leveled out the house last year because the house had sunk kind of towards the middle, because we have a ranch style house, so it's long this way, and then it kind of went down about 3 inches towards the center. So the foundation itself had sank because of the sandy soil.
What year was your house built?
64.
Aha.
Yeah, and it's a good house, good solid house, true cut timber. It's a really good house. It's a brick house.
I bet.
Which is nice. But yeah, we paid like $45,000 to have them come in and put those big things in the ground and jack up the foundation so everything was nice and level. So
oh yeah. They found our cornerstone. Our foundation is 1899.
awesome. Was it a rock foundation?
Brick.
A brick.
Carrington paver bricks.
Oh my God. Oh, the paver bricks. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. It's got a little bit. It could use some what are they like basement ceiling or whatever.
Sure.
Probably get it what do they call that? They come and they push it back in alignment. But
Sure.
for 1899, I mean, we had a tornado come through a couple years ago. A couple derechos.
Yeah.
But funny if anybody wants to know, tornado is Spanish for to twist, and derecho is Spanish for straight.
Straight,
like direct, derecho. It's basically a straight line tornado. It's a new thing that they've really just started talking about, but we get one every about 10 years now. And it comes whipping through, and it's 95, 100 mile an hour winds, and they call them straight line tornadoes.
Colorado's right in the middle of Tornado Alley.
They uproot trees. But we actually did have a twister come through Rock Island a couple years ago. That was the first time in my life we've ever seen a tornado in town proper. They're always
You start getting
outside.
tornadoes in England now.
I'd almost heard that.
No, that's actually something that's been around for some time. In fact, crop circles, that's how they started. Is a tornado would come down, what do they call it, the type of cloud it is, would come down, spiral down, touch in the field, touch in the field, and then lift up again and skip, touch again, and just skip all the way down.
Huh.
And that's what caused the pattern in the fields.
You know, Phil, I gotta say right now that I think that you did just solve crop circles. Like I've seen, I like watching the YouTube tornado, videos, and they get in there and they show that, and that's exactly what they look like, and that could explain so much.
Yeah,
All the intricate designs and shit.
No, the natural version looks like just a round circle where the funnel cloud has come down to touch the ground. That's the natural version. There's no designs. It's just a round circle. The rest
I
of
still think that
man-made.
I still think the intricate designs could be because they say that like nature runs in that Fibonacci sequence, that 1 1 2 3 5 8 13, and they say like the sunflower grows in that. That's what causes. That's why all the math books got that nautilus shell on it. They always got a nautilus shell on it.
If you can show me
because that Fibonacci, and when you look at those intricate patterns.
Yeah, if you can show me a sunflower that has intricate patterns, I might believe that.
And I don't know. Have you ever watched the tornado videos? My favorite is the well, not my favorite, but like my favorite is that dead man walking tornado.
Dead man walking tornado.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. You never heard of that? I'm on my phone. Let me see if I can find something. Hold on. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, the crop circles in the UK are strictly man-made designs.
Yeah, I mean, whenever it happens in America, we start copying it, like Halloween.
Yeah. Well, it was started, from what I understand, by two blokes there in England who did it for a lark, and they just got themselves a stomping boards and some rope and started making these circles. Geez, that was back in the 60s.
There are people that will do weird things for a laugh in this country. Like 2 blokes just got sent down for 4 years for cutting down a historic tree. And, I get that it's a historic tree and it was part of, on the national heritage, but 4 years was a bit steep.
Mm.
Like, they should have got community service. Gab.
They should have made them go out and plant trees.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, people who don't believe me that they're man-made, go down to the barge inn.
Okay, so it was the
Yeah, I've got it. I'm putting it up.
Gerald in 1977 or 1997, Gerald, Texas. And they caught this tornado. And what they say is like in the Wizard of Oz, that one single spiral that comes down is like, it happens. But they also have these like multi-funnel tornadoes. Yeah. And so like outside Gerald, Texas, all these funnels were coming down, and they said that you literally could see it. Looks like they call it the dead man walking tornado.
That is cool.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't either.
And so it'll be like these storm systems, and there'll be 5 or 6 different counter cyclones. Like there'll be the main one, but then they'll have these side funnels that come down. And so, like what we're talking about, those crop circles with the tornadoes, even the more intricate ones, I feel could be explained, because when you watch, like I watch the tornado videos, and they show like the Google Maps from above, the before and after, and you can see where the tornadoes scored the ground,
Mm-hmm.
just like crop circles. And in England, I could see in England them not being huge cyclones,
We've had
Go on.
big tornadoes in England that have done some damage. One touched down in Birmingham and took out one of the airport buildings.
Yeah.
Mm.
We don't get too many here in the Pacific Northwest, but last spring, a water spout came ashore right off the Pacific Ocean into South Washington State, and did some damage. And when I lived on the coast in Oregon, a tornado or a funnel cloud came over my house. It had not touched down yet. It was just over my house. It touched down in the town of Rockaway Beach, and took off part of a roof from a local hotel, and that was it. And then went out to sea. It was weird. I was sitting in my hot tub on the back deck at the time, and everything went to shit.
Phil. Hey, Phil.
Hey, what?
Were you Christian that night?
No.
Oh. I got caught in a storm, and I was definitely Christian that night.
No, I wasn't.
I say, please, God, let me through this. Oh, please don't let this be happening right now. I was just wondering,
No, I can't suddenly turn Christian just because things aren't going my way.
Oh, okay. I don't know. They call them foxhole prayers.
That's what they say. A foxhole Catholic is when I was growing up.
Yeah,
I was raised Catholic. That's foxhole.
Oh, nice. Lucky you. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah, good.
You get any school time?
Till 5th grade, then I bailed.
Yikes! Lucky.
Yeah, I had it with the nuns. I just couldn't handle it.
Went to the old public after that, huh?
Yes, I did. Got beat up a lot too when I went public.
Yeah, public school's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but you live through it.
It's better than the nuns.
Yeah, you learn how to fight and take care of yourself that way. So
makes you strong.
Yeah, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Makes you wish.
It's still better than the priests and the nuns.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I gave up catechism for Lent.
Ooh, how'd that go over?
People laugh at that when I say that. People who are Catholic these days, when I say I gave it up for Lent, they laugh.
Do they?
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't good. I know catechism. I was raised a Protestant Lutheran, so I'm not real familiar with the Catholics, and they might even be our mortal enemies.
Yeah,
but I know the catechism is something that they are important. Is important. So giving it up for Lent. That's why I want to know how'd that go over. But you said they laugh about it, huh?
Yeah. Well, Lent is a time of year where you have to sacrifice something, because Catholics are all about sacrificing. I have to sacrifice something for God, and Lent is around the Eastern holiday season.
Yeah, it's the day after Mardi Gras, kicked off by Ash Wednesday.
Yeah, And so Lent, what are you giving up for Lent? Are you giving up, candy for Lent or whatever bullshit thing you want to give up? Because it was a stupid thing when I was growing up. What are you giving up for Lent?
Yeah.
But in the
Yeah,
sixth,
meat on Fridays.
yeah. So I decided after fifth grade, I was 13 years old, 12 years old, 13. And I decided, for Lent, I'm giving up being Catholic. You got to sacrifice something.
That's great.
what I'm sacrificing.
Yeah, the Lutherans, they come in with it doesn't have to be giving up something, like that. You can like in Lent, you can like sacrifice your time. And so just instead of like giving up meat or whatever, you could have your meat, but just like give up some of your time to go volunteer at the soup kitchen.
Right. Instead of giving up, you're giving.
Right. So
which makes a lot more sense.
I could see why it drew my mom. My dad was raised Catholic. He was a Catholic schoolboy. So I definitely feel know some people like that, well. Usually Catholics don't stay Catholic too long once they get the choice.
Boy, I went to my grade school reunion. I had, first through fifth grade, 5 years. And there was a couple people there that I was friends with. So I went. And all the people that were there were still Catholic. They're still going to church every Sunday and all that shit. And I'm like, no, brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I guess.
It was a tight community. It was a tight-knit community, so. Bunch of Irish. It was an Irish neighbor. I grew up in an Irish neighborhood, basically.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I grew up in a diverse neighborhood.
I grew up in a British neighborhood.
Yeah, I heard that about you. You were very British.
I stopped at the store today and saw my Palestinian neighbors, and then there was a guy from the Congo coming out. So I live in a very diverse neighborhood. We come from all corners of the world. No. This dude from the Congo was wearing sandals. We got 4 inches of snow today. I asked him how many winters you got. He goes, "Oh, I got about 4." This motherfucker was wearing sandals.
You seem offended by that.
I am.
That's very tiki of him, I would say.
I wouldn't wear sandals in the snow, to be fair. And
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm wearing socks and shoes, and I am so offended.
Well, I knew somebody.
Yeah, but you guys get snow for like 2 minutes.
I said I wouldn't wear sandals in snow, and I'm very pro snow, as you know.
I knew a guy who used to walk in snow barefoot. In fact, his moniker was that.
Toeless Joe.
No, Snowwalker 1.
Nice. That's a cool name.
You know, God created woman to stand in front of the oven. So I get very cold when I'm outside my natural environment.
I could see that.
So yes, I was very I'm sorry. I heard that joke. And I am in love with that joke. I'm currently wearing a t-shirt, 2 sweaters, and a shacket. 2 pairs of pants and some socks. So -9, let's go.
You don't have a heating system in that place?
Oh man, I don't know if you know this, but at -9, the heat don't really work at all. Nothing works at -9.
Well, where are you at again?
I'm right where the Interstate 80 crosses the Mississippi River, about 3 hours outside Chicago, right before you hit Iowa.
Okay. All righty. Yeah, it can get cold there.
We're definitely in our Arctic zone. A couple weeks ago, was it last week or the week before? We had a snow, and you know what Richard said? Richard said that Colorado was part of the Midwest, and so he knew all about what I'm going through.
They said when I lived in Colorado that it was Midwest.
I said, "You have no idea."
And to be fair, we got so much snow in the winter. Like, it's a mile above sea level. Okay, it gets cold.
Colorado gets a lot of snow in the winter.
Yeah.
But it's not the snow that's the problem. Like everyone focuses on how much snow. It's not the snow. It's the -9 degrees Fahrenheit. Like I looked at Lemon, Colorado, and it was 57. It's going to be in the 60s. I'm at -9 degrees Fahrenheit. Like that's the problem. That's what separates it.
That's pretty cool.
Like Phil's asking if we have a heating system. Yeah, we have a heating system, but nothing works at -9 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, I know that
Like I had minor frostbite because I walked from my house to my car.
I know that heat pumps don't work worth a shit when it gets down below 0. A furnace will, but a heat pump won't.
Yeah, a furnace will, but it won't work. It won't work like actually work. Like there's still gonna be, there's no way around it. It can't work hard enough, even if it's blowing full blast. It just can't work hard enough to keep. Like we've still got asbestos siding on our house, and we still don't get the heated enough to keep us warm at -9. Mom spent all day making in front of the oven trying to get the warm up. I live in an old farmhouse, to be fair. 1899.
Yeah, well, those are hard to keep warm if you don't insulate them properly.
Hence the asbestos siding.
Right.
Someone was like, someone else was like, oh yeah, we just keep painting over it, try to keep all that in. It actually is really nice. So like in the summertime, it stays cooler during the daytime, and then it like all the heat really just kind of stays overnight where it can dissipate out, and then in the wintertime, obviously it keeps the warm in better. Got a new roof, You get used to being cold a lot. I've been miserable for the past 3 months. That's why I very rarely wear clothes in the summer.
All right.
Like, I'm like, you can ask anybody who knows me. I am practically naked from June to like the late end of August. I am usually in my bikini. It is so hot and miserable. 60s hot.
Send me a link.
I'm practically naked at 60. I know I should start my OnlyFans, huh? My lonely fans.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the kind of girl that you like. I'm not skinny or big titty.
Hey, how do you know I like skinny, big titty girls?
Because you were grateful for them when Richard asked you for one thing you had to be grateful for. You said skinny women with big titties.
Okay.
Skinny women with big
Uh,
titties
so
just freak me out because they're obviously fake boobs.
No.
I'm beefy. I'm well fed. I'm not. I'm not fat. You know, like I'm chunky. I'm hefty. I'm well fed. But I just don't have the. I got little girl chest. I got chest like a skinny girl, little skinny girl. But I'm heavy and well fed. So I'm big with little titties.
It's good to be well
I'm
fed.
awesome. It is. It is. Thank you. Thank all the American taxpayers. I've been on. I'm an EBT show. Thank you. Thank you all.
What is that?
EBT show.
Yeah.
Phil, do you know what an EBT show is?
Yeah, it's a gal who's on EBT.
Yeah.
What's
Welfare
EBT?
girl.
Oh, okay. See,
Welfare.
that was
Snap. You remember when they talked about? You remember how they talked about Snap getting turned off with the government shutdown?
yeah.
Yeah, that greatly affected my caloric intake.
I've just.
Well,
Actually,
good.
not.
Do you know what? I've grown so fucking despondent with politics. I've just blocked anyone that talks politics, and I just don't care anymore. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm just over
All
it.
right. I'm sorry. Was that too close?
No, I'm just saying that's why I didn't know because I'm done.
Oh,
I've
okay.
reached my limit of political talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's getting pretty wild out there.
my country, your country. I don't give a shit anymore. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can change. Nothing really. Yeah, it's just stupid.
Your vote
And people
doesn't matter. My vote doesn't matter.
and people that just spend all day on Twitter or X or whatever it's called and just find time to argue politics all day. I feel so bad for them because Jesus,
Oh, it's a living.
it's a living.
Somebody's got to do
It's an honest life.
Well,
But yeah, no.
it's just like Sean Evidence. He's got that Facebook channel, and it's a political channel. And what he does is he goes and he finds interesting political topics or a particular news article or whatever, and he'll take it and he'll just rewrite the headline and put it up on his Facebook. And he makes over 10 grand a month doing
No
that.
flies on shore and evidence. He charged them rent.
I know. I got to get on this YouTube thing.
Yeah.
You said just headlines, just swipe in headlines.
I
Man,
mean, with AI, it's
I got
easier
a
and
gorilla that has real pretty feet.
How
Okay.
can a gorilla have real pretty feet?
I think I'm gonna make the gorilla get a OnlyFans for his feet.
Okay. Oh.
Like, yeah. I gotta get on this internet thing, like somehow, some way.
This
I don't want to
internet,
use my own feet, huh?
this internet thing. What do you mean? Are you not on internet?
No, you just said Sean Evidence makes like 10 grand a month. I don't.
Yeah.
I gotta get on this internet thing. 10 grand a month.
Yeah. Well, it's
Oh.
not easy to get there though.
Mm.
I mean,
So
you don't just decide you're going to make 10 grand a month. This is I'm
for
gonna
clarity,
yeah.
Phil, whenever I talk about the gorilla, I have a somebody I know who fancies himself gorilla like, and so he identifies as a gorilla.
2025, you can identify as whatever you want now.
And it makes my life easier if I just pretend like I'm on African safari and he is a gorilla and I'm just habituating him.
Mm-hmm.
I really think I'd be great at Bigfoot because I've already habituated a greater ape.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
But it's mostly for anonymity. I do sometimes refer to him by name, but I usually try to call him the gorilla.
Somebody thinks that my sound quality sucks.
Yeah.
In and out.
We'll be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern.
I believe that Chris will also be discussing the passing of Stephen Stroyford. That's what he said he'd be talking about. He'll also be talking about other things, but that's all I know about. And the link is in the description of this video.
Oh, nice. And that's like in an hour.
Yeah. Also,
See,
Phil's
I'm
channel
glad that
Power
you...
Breakdown. The link is also in the description of this channel.
I did have some questions about that when you said 8, because at 8 o'clock you were always just saying 8, and I was like, I was wondering if that was Eastern time. Is that Eastern Standard Time, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, it is.
Good. We gotta make sure. You know, I'm a little
How many Easterns
I'm a little on
are
the
there?
spectrum about some things. There's Eastern Standard Time, but then there's also Eastern Daylight Time, EDT, EST, and EDT. All of the time zones do that. So, like right now, I'm on Central Standard Time, which would be an hour behind that. But sometimes I'm on Central Daylight Time, CDT.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, he will be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, sirree.
7 Central.
All right. Just
Then
just
there's
to bring
mountain
that-
time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm in the Chicago. They like
That's
depending on
1
who you
a.m.
talk to.
Greenwich Mean Time.
Depending on who you talk to, I could be considered Chicagoland. So we always get the, Chicago. Like even though we're not near Chicago, our affiliates or whatever. So whenever they send out stuff, they're like 9, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Sometimes they'll do 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, but usually they do 9 Eastern, 8 Central.
Right.
That's why the standard time, Eastern Standard Time. Because they usually serve Chicago and New York.
I will probably be asleep when it goes live. I'm sure Phil will be in the chat, though. He usually is.
Maybe. I might be.
Gabby
Maybe if
might
I
be there
can.
as well.
I'm not usually, but it's going to be cold. I got all my stuff done today.
Alrighty, well, that'll wrap us up for this week. We will return next week, despite the hopes of many. It's good night from me, and it's good night from them. Good night, everyone.
Allahu Akbar.